Good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to David Beer Recommends, coming with a new video and a new recommendation. And this is recommendation of how you can enhance your audio with VST plugins in Voicemeeter. So you know that Voicemeeter is a free software. That is the first two versions of Voicemeeter, Voicemeeter Basic, Voicemeeter Banana. They are free, but you can always donate to the owners to maybe appreciate what they're doing. But it's a free program that you can use with your Windows system to enhance your microphone as you are maybe doing your podcast, as you are streaming to Facebook or YouTube or any other platform like Twitch. But your microphone may not be as good as it should be. Giving an example of this microphone. This microphone is not a very good one. It is a Chinese microphone actually. I bought it some years back, and but I'm able to enhance its sound with VST plugins in Voicemeeter. But you realize that Voicemeeter does not allow you to put plugins into the system directly. So you have to have another system that like houses the plugins, but you are able to insert it into Voicemeeter. Voicemeeter has what is called patch inserts that we can use to enhance our audio. So here are the things that you need for us to be able to do this. Obviously, you need to have Voicemeeter. You can download it. I'll put the links in the description below. So you need Voicemeeter, and you need a music player actually that you can play if you have any other thing. But what will house our plugins is a program called Cantabile. And so after that, what you need now, these are the two major programs that you need, Voicemeeter and Cantabile. Then you need plugins. Plugin number one, we'll need the free Reaper plugins. Then number two, we'll need the free kilohertz plugins. Then we'll also need the Tokyo Dawn's record free plugins. These are Slick EQ, TDR Nova, and TDR Kotanikov. Apart from that, then we'll need Loudmax. Okay, so after that, we have downloaded Voicemeeter, and we have installed Voicemeeter, and not only installing Voicemeter, but we have basically done what we have done is that we have restarted our computer. What you need is that you need to open your Voicemeeter system. Right now, Voicemeeter is quite good. Right now, what is happening is that the music you can hear in the background is being played through this part of Voicemeeter. Okay. But if you have noticed on my far left, these three inputs are what is called hardware inputs. If you can read there, this is hardware input 1, then this is hardware input 2, input 3. And here is where I've added my M audio interface, and which has this microphone. Now, I won't go through all that which you need to do to set up Voicemeeter Banana, but what I'll take you to just 2 things that you need. Number 1, when you go to the menu, you go to before you go to system settings, you go to this part of the settings of the menu, and you click on system tray. What will happen is that when you click on Voicemeeter system tray, when you close here, clicking on the X, Voicemeeter will disappear from your desktop, but it will be working down in the system tray. That is helpful. Why? Because we just don't want to be minimizing it. And anyway, so after you have done that, is that you need to go to the system settings cross options, and down there you go down below. Okay, before you go to your below there, make sure that your sample rate is according to the system that you have set. And I've set my sample rate to 44,100 Hertz, and my buffering ratio, I've put it to 256. Okay, so depending on what you want to do, you can set those systems there. And how you do this is that you click, and it will bring this important warning. Then you can either start with 512, or you can go. So let's set it to 512 buffer rate. Okay. Then what you need to do is to go, okay, let me go back to 256. Okay. Then what you discover is that when you come to the patch inserts, here you find that they will just be gray like this. What you need to do is to activate them. Okay, and after you have done that, you can close this. Okay, now after you have done that, you need to close and then go to Cantabile, which you will have installed by now. Okay, now here's right now what you're hearing is me having done the plugins, and so what you are hearing is my audio enhancements. But the first thing that you need to do when you have opened Cantabile is go to the tools and options. Now, under options, please, when you notice that my audio has gone down, is that because when I do this, the audio enhancements go out. Okay, so what you need to do is that you need to go to the audio engine here, not in the general, but in the audio engine, and here select, I don't know, some of the, obviously what you have will be different from me. I'm using an M audio USB, small USB audio that I don't think the M audio is running that anymore. But what you need to go and select is go and select as your Voicemeeter insert virtual. You remember we set our patch inserts there. Okay, so when you have done that, you click on OK, and please notice that Cantabile is free. There's a paid version, but there's Cantabile Lite, which is free. So after you have done this, what you need to do in the Cantabile is go to New Song. Now, when you have okay, so when you have opened, if you notice that I went out because I did not set my microphone. If you can see, my main microphone now is going to my main speakers. That's what I needed to do. Okay, so what you are hearing is the raw audio that is coming from my microphone through my interface. Okay, and since this is an audio interface, you can hear that buzzing sound in the background. So this is why we need plugins. Okay, and when you have opened Cantabile, what you need to do is go again to Tools, and you need to scan your plugin folders. Okay, and you will have made sure that under your settings, under plugin options, you will have added your plugins where they are set. Mine, they are in program, in Drive C, program files, VST plugins, and I've added that. Okay, and that is where now I need to go to Tools and scan that plugin folder. After I've done so, all the plugins that I need will be added. Now what I need to do is come here, and this is the routing area. Okay, and there are two the graphic user interface for the routing area can be in this manner or in this one. I like using this one because it's more visual and easy. This one has to be a bit technical, and it is a bit complicated here. I know you can add here, but I don't want that. So I go to the graphic one. So what I need to do is now is insert. I can click on this plus or right click and go to insert plugin. And what the type of plugin that we need is an effect. And right now we're going to start with a Reaper plugin called Reafe. Reafe is a type of a plugin that will remove most of the noise in the background. Okay, right now it's not yet communicating to my microphone, so what I need to do is to click on this and then route this into my Reafe, and so it is connected, but the rumble is still there. So I need to double click and excuse me, and then the plugin itself will be opened. I just need to reduce the buffer size, because if you can hear my speech is a little bit slurred because of it's set to 4096. So let me bring it to 512. I think that will help me a lot. And what I need now to do is to go to this mode here. And under mode, I click and I go to subtract. Now, what has happened is this, is that whilst I was speaking, it cut me out completely. So I needed to come and click on automatically build noise profile, the noise profile of what I don't want to be heard. So I click on automatically build noise profile. And I have to make sure that I'm not talking at that time so that it builds a noise profile and cuts out that noise that I don't need. And if I keep quiet, you will notice right now that there is no noise, no buzzing sounds apart from those that are coming out of the door. Let me just pause the music. Okay. Let me close something that I'd opened because my computer is overworking right now. Okay, let me pause the music. If you hear now, no rumbling sound around. Okay, so that is what Reafair will do. Then the other plugin that I need is Slick EQ, which is an equalizer. And if you have noticed, my sound is not yet going through, and so I need to route this instead of, because my microphone is going into Reafair, then straight to the speakers. So I need to route it into Slick EQ so that I can use Slick EQ. Okay, so click until it is blue, route it that way. Okay, then I can go to Slick EQ and put it on live, I believe. Yeah, on live. Then I love the German form and EQ SAT. I switch on my equalizer, and what I need, I think I'll put it to about 60, somewhere there. Okay, maybe 80 is okay. And just put again a bit so that I can have maybe about to 6 dB. Yeah, from 6 dB, then I'll put this on the bell and not on the shell, and reduce my mid frequencies to about 400, and reduce the gain on it so that we have that the up then going down. Okay, then I'll increase the frequency on my highs so that we can have those nice sounds, and increase a bit of that. Yep. And I will bring my out stage from linear to deep. Okay, linear to deep, and I'll increase this to about 9 decibels, right about there. And I'll just increase my output gain just a little bit. Okay, so far so good. And what I need right now is to go to TDR ANOVA. I need to add TDR ANOVA to the mix. TDR ANOVA will deal with my siblets and the plosibles. Okay, so just find Nova. There you are. And again, I'll bring it here. This Slick EQ is going directly to the microphone, so I'll route it through TDR Nova and open the plugin. And what I just need here is I'll put this on echo so that it is light on my system, and I'll switch off these frequencies because all I need are the high frequencies and the low frequencies. And I'll start with the low frequencies, and I'll put this one to about 0.5, and I'll increase it. I'll bring it somewhere there, and bring a bit. No. Switch on my threshold. I'll put my threshold to about -12, so that it can, because TDR Nova works like a compressor, so it will compress all the low noises so that they can come out nicely. What I'll do is I'll also go so that I reduce on my siblets. I'll be able to check. Let me see how. Let me switch on the graphic equalizer and switch on my threshold. Okay, I'll put it on bare and reduce it just a bit. Okay, I think that is all I need to do, and I just increase the out gain just a bit, just a little bit, so that all that compression. Okay, so if you can hear my siblets are, let me band solo it. Yeah. So you find that now my plosives and my siblets are dealt with, so I can close that. Now what I need to put is a Katenikov. Katenikov is a compressor, and I'm getting one again. This Katenikov comes from TDR, and I'll open it up and I'll route it again from this last plugin we added into Katenikov. Okay, and we'll open up the peak crest. I'll go all the way so that it is on RIMS. My threshold will be somewhere about -25 dB. Yeah, and you can see that the compression is already working. I'll bring it into equal, and then my ratio I'm going to increase to 2.5:1. Soft knee will just a bit there. I will put my attack to about 4 milliseconds, and the release I'm going to reduce to about 150 milliseconds. Okay, and what I'm going to do is that I'm going to increase the out gain just a bit to compensate on the loss of gain due to reduction by Katenikov. So this is what I'll need. Now here's where now what I want to do is that because sometimes the sound becomes just a little bit too low because of all the compression and all. So what I need is that I want to add loud max to the mix, and route it again to the new plugin. Open up loud max and just increase just a little bit, about -3 decibels, somewhere there. Yeah, and I mean I'm loud enough. And what now, after I've done all that, can you imagine? That's when now I come back to one of the kilohertz plugins, and that is the limiter. limiter, and I'll route it again. Okay, I'll put my limiter here. Please move over and route everything else into the limiter, and I'll put the threshold to -3 dB, so that anything that, if my voice is hits somewhere -3 dB, it will be limited by my limiter to, so that it doesn't go to 0 dB and I begin to clip. Okay, so, and that is what will happen. And what now I will do is that I will open up OBS. I will open up OBS and show you what will happen even when I'm maybe streaming or recording to any platform, because of the enhancements that I have made. Even if in OBS, are you open? Okay, it's still loading. Even if I'm in OBS and I seem to be clipping here, but because my system, the way I've set it, is that it is not clipping in any way, my system will work well. Even if it shows overloaded here and clipping all the time, but if I stream, I record, there will be no clipping sounds, because I have set limit in my system where I need to put it. And so the only thing that OBS will be doing is to stream, is to record, is to do all that I need OBS to do, and the audio enhancements will have been done by another program. So basically, this is the first type of the way to enhance your audio or your microphone so that it can sound better. Okay, let's check that once again. If I want to route it directly from here to the speakers, this is the way it will sound, with a bit of noise and not so good. But with VST plugins, no noise and sounding better. You can check my other video. This has been David B Recommends, and you can check my other video on how you can use Voicemeeter to enhance your voice, to enhance any sound that you want to come into your computer or into OBS. Okay, until we meet, please, if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that we can grow our channel. Thank you and have a great day.